Well, Harold, I can safely say that things have been going much better with Remy since I missed the party last weekend. We had a big chat, and now I understand that Remy has been feeling a bit off lately. Yeah, Remy said they've been really tired and are grumpy for no reason. Mr. Yaram, our teacher, told us that it's normal for kids to have feelings like this because our bodies are growing and changing. Mr. Yaram said that it's not just our bodies that change, but our relationships and connections with our friends can change too.
When me and my friends became teenagers, I noticed that friend groups changed, our personalities became very different. The moods changed. Our moods changed a lot. A lot of people are more harsh and nasty because they weren't sure what was going on with their bodies.
Your opinions change as you get older and they don't stay the same, and you have disagreements with your friends.
It also brought other people closer together, and you found different interests and similarities with different people.
Mr. Yaram says this happens every year when students are getting ready to move on to high school. Apparently, our hormones make us say, do, or act in ways that we normally wouldn't. He encourages us to use empathy and respect when talking to each other, to maintain strong, respectful relationships. Mr. Yaram reckons that it's because we are a bit worried about all the changes in our lives. The year will be over before we know it, and some of us will be going to different high schools, and this means that our friendships will change too. Even though we might be going to different high schools, we're actually living at a pretty cool time, Harold. Do you know why? Well, we've got many different ways to communicate and keep in touch with our friends, even if we don't see them in person at school each day. We can call each other, video chat or FaceTime, send emails, text messages. If you're feeling a bit old school or vintage, you can send a letter in the post with a stamp.
Quick question.
How would you answer these messages keeping consent and respect in mind?
Being online offers many opportunities like easy access to information.
I do get to connect with family members who I don't get to see every day.
I'm able to research for assignments,
I get to create memories with my friends.
and it's a really great way to organise everything. With school, I can put down reminders.
Basically have a tool to help me organise my life a bit better.
If I could help improve the digital world, I would help enhance online security. I would make the age restrictions for certain apps a lot stricter.
And they should warn the users of what they're to expect and what they should look out for.
Some people aren't ready for things such as social media, and it's really easy for someone just to fake their age on there and put themselves in a dangerous situation that they're not really ready for and they don't fully understand.
Harold, do you remember when we were playing that game online the other day with Charlie and Brooke, and we were laughing and chatting and stuff? Then that rando joined in our chat and started saying rude stuff and wrecking the game.
Quick question.
One thing I've learned is to listen to my body and the clues it gives me when something isn't right. I remember this one time I got a message online from a random, and it felt really awkward and uncomfortable. The person was giving me lots of compliments. They were trying way too hard to be friendly and asking some really, weird and inappropriate questions. And my body was giving me lots of clues. My heart was beating fast, my breathing felt all shallow, and I felt sick in my stomach. I guess you could say I just felt creeped out. My body was letting me know that this wasn't safe, and I recognized the clues. You can too.
Ew, I think we've all had that feeling. So, what can we do about it? Actually, a lot. Once we recognize that we could be unsafe, we have the right to react and make choices that keep us safe. So, if someone you don't know and trust is trying to connect with you, or they want you to do something unsafe or weird, you're allowed to say no, clearly and forcefully. If you're online, you can ignore the message and the person. You don't have to reply at all. Turn off your device, walk away, and this is the most important part. Seek help from a trusted adult. I get it. You might feel embarrassed or worried, but it's not your fault. It's just the fact that some people are just not safe for us. Most people are good people, but some are not.
We all have the right to be safe and supported. You, me, all of us. If someone or something has made you feel really uncomfortable, creeped out, or unsafe, you need to report it. In fact, we have the responsibility to report it and to stop this stuff from happening to others, especially younger kids who may not know how to handle it. It might feel weird, but you will need to take screenshots of what the person said as evidence. Then it's time to talk to a trusted adult, like someone in your family, a teacher or an aunt or uncle. If they're busy, don't give up and go find another trusted adult. If they're not sure what to do, suggest that they help you to spend time on the eSafety website for tips.
It felt really weird and uncomfortable. I'm glad we all switched off and then Dad helped me change the privacy settings. Do you reckon we should all hang out in person after school today rather than online? We can go down to the skate park on our scooters and get something to eat afterwards. Yes, I'll grab you some carrots. See, Howard, hanging out in person is heaps better than hanging out online. Later! Thanks for joining us today for a Late Respect Connect. There are some great activities for you to continue with after the session. Bye!